Every time there is a school shooting, people in Paducah, Kentucky remember what happened there 2 years ago. A student went on a shooting rampage and shot 8 people. Missy Jenkins was one of those shot. She survived but was paralyzed. Still, the ordeal didn't destroy her. And as you're about to see, this young woman never stopped believing in herself. Here's Lori Dew.
Good steps. Good steps.
For 17-year-old Missy Jenkins, the longest journey of her life is beginning with the smallest steps.
I want to walk and I don't want to give up because I don't want to live in a wheelchair my entire life.
There was a time when even those closest to her thought Missy might never walk again. So each tentative step she takes is a miracle, a triumph over the tragedy that changed her life and so many others 2 years ago.
This comes from Paducah, Kentucky, where we are getting reports of 5 students shot at a high school called Heath High School.
December 1st, 1997. Yet another school traumatized by a senseless act of violence.
We said amen, and then he started to shoot.
14-year-old Michael Carneal opened fire on a group of classmates as they finished an early morning prayer session.
Shots fired at the high school. I got 2 subjects down inside the lobby.
3 students were killed, 5 others were injured. Missy Jenkins was struck by a single bullet in her chest.
I was laying on the ground, and my twin sister crawled over to me and asked me if she laid over me. She said, "Stay here." She goes, "Be strong and don't die."
The bullet bruised Missy's spinal cord, paralyzing her from the chest down. Her doctors were not optimistic.
Odds are that she will not. Strongly against her that she'll ever walk again.
Missy was an active teenager who enjoyed dancing and soccer. Yet as devastating as her injury was, she bore little anger toward the classmate who shot her.
It's weird, but I don't have any bad bad feelings towards him, any revenge thoughts or anything like that. I felt like I needed to forgive him.
Michael Carneal eventually pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison. But that was small comfort to the Jenkins family as they dealt with a harsh new reality. Missy's twin sister, Mandy.
Before, I'd always ask her, I'd be like, "Missy, go get me something to drink." And she'd always go do it. And she always did stuff for me. And then now I'm helping her.
And the people of Paducah helped too, turning out in full force to support Missy's recovery.
We had raffles here every Friday night.
The River City Eagles Club raised $20,000. A contractor built an extension on the Jenkins home.
After the shooting, I had to do something to try to help this family.
As an entire town tried to heal its emotional scars, it was time for Missy to begin her own recovery.
We're gonna miss you.
Bye.
Missy spent 2 difficult months at a rehabilitation center in Lexington, Kentucky, with the hopes of regaining her strength.
I used to be like everybody else, and I want to go back to being like everybody else.
And she proved that nothing was beyond her reach, inspiring everyone whose lives she touched.
I can't walk right now, but I'm going to be able to walk again. I mean, I really, 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 really want to walk again.
But even after nearly 16 months in therapy, Missy seemed destined to spend the rest of her life in a wheelchair. Then after her story was told on television, the Jenkins got a call from an unusual rehabilitation program in Torrance, California. And with that, the whole family packed up and moved out west to give it a try.
Since mid-August, Missy has been coming to the Dynamics Walk Again Rehab Center. Its director, Dr. Roy Douglas, oversees Missy's progress.
She's been a wonderful student and good attitude, good outlook, and she wants to walk again. I could get in that one.
Dynamics is an aggressive program designed to strengthen underused muscles and prepare patients to walk with the help of a sophisticated brace. Day after day, Missy does her stretches.
Oh, yeah.
Builds strength and gets mentally prepared to take those first steps.
You don't know how good that makes me feel.
And now, almost 2 years after that dreadful morning in Paducah, Missy makes those determined strides to a new beginning.
Good, Melissa.
Her parents' pride is easy to see.
She could be a real good fighter there.
And as Missy continues to fight, she's now able to use a walker.
How'd it go? Don't be frightened. You're doing fine. Come on. That's a good one.
But for Missy, this is no easy road.
Don't lean, honey. You're leaning a bit. How'd it go? That's much better. When you don't lean, you walk a lot better. That's my girl.
I think it's because it's getting to the end of the week. I'm getting tired and I have.
That's fine. That's fine. You've done good today.
Missy Jenkins has come a long way in these 2 years. Still, she's not content with her success. Not by a long shot.
Well, what I'm most looking forward to when I get back into Paducah is walking into school and actually showing everybody what I have accomplished here. And walking across the stage for graduation, getting to do that, and also standing up for prom and dancing.
Okay, you can turn around and do your...
I feel like I've grown up like a lot more ever since this happened because there's so many things you have to cherish, and when it's gone, you never realize that something like that can be taken away from you. But this has helped me, get part of that back.
Although there is still no cure for Missy's spine injuries, the rehab program is helping her to be less dependent on her wheelchair. She plans to return home to Paducah after finishing her treatment later this month. As for her graduation in the spring, doctors say walking across the stage to receive her diploma will likely happen.